It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Cole Holcomb, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Commanders and the Bears coming up next.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Smith's throw taken in by Samuel.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Stood out to me on tape the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Geno down to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. From the 31, Jackson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunity.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want... Or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's once again complete to Shark. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up, and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days and think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Still 1st down.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Bears at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, Jackson stiff-armed him. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Gino on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Gino. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Here's Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 24, Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things start.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.